Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matt, I am the American-Canadian Gamer, and welcome to a Perk System guide for Call of Duty Ghosts. Yes, I'm doing a Call of Duty guide. I think this is actually the first one I've put on my channel, so I decided we should start with something simple that people have been asking about, and that's the perk system in this game. How do you unlock perks? How do you assign them? How do the perks in this game work? Now, the system in Ghosts is basically a modified version of the system that we saw in Black Ops 2, the point system, but taken to a more logical step where instead of still having everything defined into tiers and having to put in blue tiers, green tiers, and red tiers, everything is more defined into just points. You don't need to worry about wildcards, you don't need to worry about anything other than do I have enough points to use the perks. So what happens is, you can see right here that I have 4 perks assigned to this kit right now. I have Ready Up, Marathon, Quick Draw, and Scavenger, and you can see they have these values applied to them to the left right here. That's how many points are required to equip that perk. So Marathon, which gives you unlimited sprint, requires 2 points, whereas Quick Draw requires 3, Scavenger requires 2, and then Ready Up, which gives you faster weapon recovery after sprinting, is only 1 point. So how this works is down here, I'm going to unassign these perks so you can see how it works. I'm going to unassign all of those. Down here you can see you have the slots right here. I have 8 slots that I can apply the perks to. I have 8 points right there because you can count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can count the blocks you have there. But if I were to get rid of my tactical slot, it adds another 1. It adds another point. If I get rid of my lethal, it adds another point. If I get rid of my handgun, it adds another point. And then if I get rid of my primary, shocker, it adds another point. Granted, you can't get rid of your primary, you can only have a combat knife, but the combat knife does not consume a point. So now I can have, I think it's 12 perks here. Yes, 12 perks total. I can go through, well, 12 perks, 12 points worth of perks total that I can go through and assign. So I can go through and assign 6 perks, perks that require 2 points, or I can get rid of that, I can apply that, I can mix and match them, and you can do all sorts of really neat things with this perk system that I think is just really creative. It really lets you mix and match, and you can see that if you have them unlocked, you can take multiple perks in the same tier, like the top tier here is Speed, the top category, and you can see that there are 5 separate perks in this tier, adding up to 10 points. I had to count, I'm sorry, I didn't count this before. 10 points here. And if you have enough perk points, you can take everything in speed or everything in handling, stealth, awareness, or you can just mix and match everything to build the class that suits your needs. And I can't tell you how many times I went through in Black Ops 2, as flexible as that system was, and just said, I want to build a class that does only this. And yeah, you had to spend wild cards to do everything, and it just kind of became a pain to really get close to building the perfect class that you want and then not being able to do it. And this really lets you have a lot more freedom and a lot more capabilities with it. So I'm going to go ahead and reassign the perks that I had assigned. I think it was just those 4. Yes, it was. I won't reassign anything right here. I'm not going to waste your time with that. So that's how that works. And as for unlocking these perks here, you can see I have this whole first column unlocked. It unlocks 1 column at a time from top to bottom and left to right. So you can see these 3 perks that I'm highlighting right here. I will unlock this one at rank 16, this one at rank 18, this one at rank 20, and then way back here up at the top, this one at rank 22. So every 2 levels you unlock a perk, and slowly you build your way all the way over down to the bottom right hand corner, and at level 60 you unlock the final perk in the game. Okay, now that I've gone over all of that, something that you may notice is that these perks over here are unlocked despite the fact that I haven't actually reached their unlock points in my progression. Now that's because you can give each soldier that you create a specialization, and it can be either Assault, Close Quarters Battle, Covert Ops, Marksman, or Heavy Gunner. One of those 5 specializations, and those specializations unlock 4 perks that you have in these trees that you don't have to wait to unlock. You unlock them early because they're part of that specialization, although the default one up here, Ready Up, is always available by default because it's the first perk. But you can see that Assault here unlocked these 4 perks. Now, I'll go over what each one unlocks, but I want to show you this really quick. I want to show you how that soldier system works. Now, over here, you can make these soldiers. You can create them. I already created these 5 to show you how this stuff works, and you can see that Nardini here, who is my Covert Ops Specialist has these particular perks unlocked. So you can see how that works. The one in the upper left-hand corner is unlocked by default, but it's not selected. So these 4 that are related to Covert Ops, you can see there's 3 in Stealth and 1 in Awareness, are unlocked by default via that specialization. So now I'm going to briefly cover what every specialization unlocks by default. The Assault unlocks Extra Tactical, which gives you an additional tactical equipment. Fully Loaded, which lets you start with maximum ammo capacity. Marathon, which grants unlimited sprint once again. And Quick Draw, which is, of course, faster aim down sights. Now, the Covert Ops specialization will unlock Takedown, which when you kill an enemy, it does not reveal their death location. The little skull that pops up above their death position, that does not appear to their teammates. Dead Silence, which allows you to move quieter. You have quieter footsteps, which is actually beneficial in this game because footsteps are much louder, and I've actually been able to kill people based on their footsteps. So Dead Silence may be worth a perk this time around. You will receive Off the Grid, which means you're undetectable on the minimap by the SATCOM and radar ping, so it's basically like a ghost. And then Sitrep, which is Hacker, that lets you see things through walls, enemy explosives, and tactical equipment. Now, for the Marksman specialization, you will be given the Extra Tactical perk, which, as we said with the Assault class, gives you an extra tactical equipment. You will unlock Focus, which reduces your weapon sway when aiming down the sights and reduces the flinch you experience when you're shot while aiming down the sights. You'll unlock Amplify, which makes enemy footsteps louder, which is useful in this one. Once again, I can't stress that enough. And you'll unlock Incog, which is short for Incognito, and this is pretty much cold-blooded. It hides you from the Recon perk, Thermal Scope, Tracker Sight, and Motion Sensor, and you have no red name or crosshair when you are targeted. Now, for the Heavy Gunner specialization, you'll be given the Extra Lethal perk, which gives you an extra lethal equipment. You'll be given Hardline, which makes your kill streaks require 1 less kill, and every 2 assists will count towards your kill streaks. Ping, which is a new one that whenever you kill an enemy, it creates a sonar ping that will reveal nearby hostiles. And, of course, Blast Shield, which is Flak Jacket. And finally, the Close Quarters Battle specialization will give you Steady Aim, Blind Eye, and Scavenger. Those 3 I don't think need an explanation. And then you will also be given ICU, which regenerates your health faster. Now, I don't know much about that perk. I don't know if it means that it waits until your health starts regenerating, then it regenerates faster, or it starts regenerating sooner, but you do get a health regeneration perk with Close Quarters Battle. And there is one last way to unlock perks. You can actually use the new squad point system to purchase them early, so you don't actually have to wait until you reach level 60 to unlock all of the perks. You can go ahead and buy them ahead of time as you need them. So any of these perks that only consume 1 perk slot will require 3 points. Perks that consume 2 perk slots will require 6 points. 3 perk slots is 9 points. 4 perk slots 12, and 5 perk slots will be 15 points. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is how the perk system in Call of Duty Ghosts works. I hope you found this video informative, and if you did, I wouldn't mind if you hit that little like button there at the bottom of the video. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. My name is Matt, and I'll see you next time.